Good morning. It is Tarot with an Attitude, and I am your host, Rob Lee. As always, you can reach me at tarotwithanattitude.com. Go there, find everything you can reach out, ask questions and whatnot as people are coming in. Was already talking to some people on the side channel in the chat, but good morning and bangarang. It is bangarang paddle on today. And I do have some messages I want to bring out today that were really kind of heavy on my heart. And we'll talk about there. Stupid spell check. I mean, hate, not okay. There we go. That's funny. All right. Good vibrations. Yes, very much so, very much so. So, as you know, today, as people come in, let some people walk through the door. We are going to be blessed, and I mean that, folks, with the presence of one of the just most purest hearts and greatest spirits you will ever meet. And when we're done, I want y'all to make sure you're subscribing to her Facebook and her YouTube channel. I know y'all love to look at us through the Super Channel and the Quantum Super Channel and all this stuff. But when things happen, we do things off the side that you're missing because you're not getting notification. So just like this, go to Tarot with an Attitude YouTube channel, all right, and check some things out. Got my coffee supply in, so we are hitting the hemp works this morning. Thank God. I thought I was going to run out. Folks, this just means the world to me, things like that. And Kathy's going to talk about it a little bit too. But at the same point, with no further ado, we are going to go ahead and get this young lady in. And we are going to say good morning, Miss Kathy Hartman. How are you?
Good morning, Rob. I'm doing great. I'm fan-freaking-tastic.
There we are. There
yes,
we are.
Sir.
You know, I'm making sure my phone's turned off here. So sometimes I forget to do that. And a lot of times it's Jay. Bing, 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 you know.
Right in the middle of a broadcast.
Yeah, that's all right.
I know. I mean, it happens to me too.
He's
but
like,
I just love it.
Yeah, he moves at 90 miles an hour. So things like that. So everybody, Kathy Hartman, Kathy with a K. Kathy, what is your YouTube channel? Is it Kathy Hartman or Kathy with a K?
It is Kathy with a K, but you have to remember, I've got two of them there. I had one for years and years. I never did anything with it. So if you go over there and you're searching, I usually have the link in the description box. Hey, rabbits. I have the link in the description box, and then you can click on that when I'm broadcasting this. But if you go to Kathy with a K, remember there are two. And it's not the one where my face is covered with an American flag. It's the one where I have a visor on with a Q and a little white rabbit in the middle. That's Kathy with the K. That's my channel.
All right, there we go. And Kathy, you have your own HempWorks line too, right?
Just I do too. I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what's your? I know it's HempWorks, HEMPWRX, folks, .com / What's is it Kathy with a K?
No, it's / Kathy Hartman all together.
Okay. Kathy, Kathy Hartman. I don't want anybody to miss that. And what was funny was Kathy had to stop and go get her coffee this morning while we were.
I absolutely did. So I didn't want to be in this. And you know, I keep my box right here. You know, my little.
There you go.
I'm going to tell you what, I'm a believer.
Talk about it. Tell us why, because I want people to hear it from somebody other than me. And what I enjoy, I brag about this stuff so much. I told everybody yesterday I'm down another pound.
Get out.
I'll take what I can take, you know, and it's, you can start to see it through here. Some of my shirts have gotten baggier. The other day I'm changing clothes and something happened and I reached up in here in the studio and whoop, thank God I was alone because my pants hit the floor, baby. And I'm like, well, glad the camera wasn't running. That would have been a YouTube moment. It would have made me just completely famous. Yeah. But Kathy, what has this done for you? What has HempWorks done for you?
Absolutely. You know, I work a physical job, even though I'm 67 years old. You may or may not know that. And I work a physical landscaping job right now due to the scamdemic. I lost my job as a bartender, a great retirement job last year, right in the middle, March 14th. That was the last day I worked at bartending. And I was making great money. That location went away. I had to fall back to working somewhere where I was not required to mask it up. And that's another story. And so it's great to be outside. I do love the outdoors. I've been landscaping most of my life, but my body has had a toll taken on it with sciatica, lower back, L1 through 5 are just like, they're all compressed now into one. 5 vertebrae are now one together. Scoliosis, and just years and years of physical use and abuse to my body. And I just, since I've been taking this hemp work stuff since the day after Christmas, my whole life has changed. Like, my demeanor has changed because I'm not in pain anymore. I used to come home and I'd have to take at least four 200 milligram ibuprofen. And guess who doesn't take ibuprofen anymore?
I know that feeling. And
it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Plus, I wanted to try. I said, oh gosh, they got something for old ladies on here, which is Revive. Because we have wrinkles. I'm a sun worshiper. Been a sun worshiper. I will continue to worship the sun, and I don't care. But I started using the Revive, the topical cream, and it really has made a difference.
Yeah, you can see, if people go back and look at your videos when you first started, we were talking about that the other day, how you actually, your skin looks so much better. It's just, and you looked awesome then. I mean, but that's, yeah, you did.
I didn't lie. I looked back at him.
How Kathy and I met. And there you go. Thank you, Peggy. She uses edibles for pain, and that's got the THC in it. We have some stuff for those of y'all that don't need, that can't have the THC. We have stuff with a broad spectrum that has no THC in it at the HempWorks. Check it out. A lot of good products. I got some of the sprays in and everything else. But one of the things I want people to understand, how Kathy and I met the first time, she actually volunteered to be a guinea pig for me when I started YouTubing, and agreed to do readings and have me record them and put them out so people could see it. And so she'd never done it before, was a little skeptical, and rightfully so. But what an awesome spirit. Kathy, I got to tell you, you have done more with your just absolute loving spirit, because I'm all about, it's time to heal. It's time to let some things go. It is time to understand some people were duped with certain things. Things didn't happen the way you want it to. Life moves on. That's the thing. And one of the stories I want to talk about here is what Kathy and I firmly believe. We will heal this land. We will help heal this land with love, with understanding, with
absolutely,
with diversity.
Absolutely.
We will not heal it with a big ass stick. Okay. we need people to see a difference in us if you want to make a change. So that's what we're going. I don't take any Advil anymore. Thank you. What's up, Patriots? How are you? Christina went back to Facebook. Awesome. For those of you joining in on Facebook, make sure you click the little link of allowing StreamYard to connect to StreamYard, because then we can see who you are, like my lovely daughter here, Christina Lee. But I'm going to get
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Christina, meet Kathy. Kathy, Miss Christina. World, meet Kathy Hartman, okay? Because let me tell you something. You will be better for it, okay? And I mean that, Kathy, from my heart. So good morning, Scott. How are you? So with that being said, I love to start my show every day. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Spirit, guides, angels, light, universe, Gaia, please reach up today. Help us. Be around us. You are around us all the time. Angels, wrap your wings around me. Wrap your wings around your lovely people, and help us see the message that you have for us, and not the message that comes out of my mouth, but yours. So mote it be. And that is where our power begins, is by allowing these forces and these energies and these beings to work within our life. So with that being said, we're going to get on to some Kathy, my L2. There we go. I'm going to let me get some of this off and we'll get back over here.
Bangarang. I love it.
Yeah. So what we have, Kathy, I don't know, because you're
it simple with a K.
When we are there, we call ourselves the Barefoot Bangarang Tribe. And we start every day with, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Bangarang. Okay. And you say it and you yell it. And you know what, Kathy? It comes from the movie Hook with Robin Williams. And it's what the kids were doing. It reminds us to be a kid, and it reminds us we can fly. Okay?
There you go.
And our saying here is paddle on. And it came off of one of my cards. And I'm sitting here, folks, surrounded with cards because I know I got a lot going on today. So at some point I will shut up and I will start, let's get started with the questions and things like that. Kathy, one of the things that's on my mind today, it really hit me hard in two various things. The lack of gratitude that we show is a missing piece for everybody. I don't know if I'm saying that. Everybody believes they're thankful, but the time we spend saying thank you and being understanding, just watching the sun come up, people are missing blessings. How do you feel about that? How important is gratitude in your life?
You have to be thankful every day for everything that you have. You don't focus on what you don't have. You focus on what you have, and you're grateful for it, and you're just. And speaking of thankful, I told you I might have to do this. I'm going to have to let my kitty in.
Let the Snickers. Cat in. It's bad. While she's doing that, she can't hear anything. But the
here
cat
she is,
raging at the
I
door.
knew it would happen.
And I will love to have cats and dogs in the show anytime.
All righty.
I
apologize. Come on up.
So do not apologize. I was just saying how much I love to have the pets on the show. I want pets, but I don't like children in because I don't think they belong on the air at this point, because I don't know everybody that's out there, and I want to be able to prep everybody. World, meet Snickers. This is Snickers.
Right? Snickers, meet the world.
Hi, good morning.
She's happy.
Don't like being shut off for mommy.
My God.
Yeah, this is important. And folks, one of the things it's really laid on my heart is gratitude is an important part of healing. It's not just being thankful. If you're trying to get beyond something, if you're trying to move forward in your life, gratitude has to play a part, or you'll never completely get there, okay? And if you start your day off thankful, and I caution people of this, when you start your day off thankful, instead of being pissed off at something, a cause, a case, or whatnot, we get up fighting. You've already started your day in a negative or a lower vibrational time frame. I want to start my day off happy because I'm going to affect the world around me. And that's different things we're going to do. Snickers and Gypsy, hello. So some of Kathy's fans, good morning. So Kathy, what I'm going to do is I was going to pull a card here. I've got here a deck. I think I've used it here before. I always show my tarot people what deck I'm using today. And I'm going to go with this one. And I've got another one if we need to hit it. But it's called Whispers of Healing. And one of the things I want to ask right out of the gate, angels, spirit guides, please pull close. What do we need to know about healing? What does the world need to know about healing? What's the biggest step we can take to go? And the card I'm getting is Kathy. The angels are laughing. My spirit guides are laughing because they know you
can't wait, Rob.
Okay, folks, the card is commit to happiness.
Boom.
Yeah. In your face. And I mean, look at how beautiful this card is with the angel's wings coming out behind it. Folks, happiness takes commitment. It's a job. It's a chore. It's a task. But once you take it on every day, it doesn't become one anymore. You want to be happy, you have to literally focus on making yourself happy. Kathy, where are you at with that?
With happiness?
Yeah, and did you have to relearn how to be happy, or that it took focus? Because you're one of the happiest people I know.
So I'll clap my hands. I'm happy and I know it. Clap my hands. Yeah, I really, it's a journey. It's a lesson to learn, and it's really not hard at all. Once I realized who I was as a sovereign being, as a divine being, I couldn't help but be happy, because in that divinity and in that sovereignty, knowing who I am, what I was created for, and how I'm created, I have no fear. That's the biggest thing that keeps you from achieving happiness, in my personal opinion. And I have no fear. I don't really care what life throws at me anymore, because it has no control over me. The fear doesn't have control, and I'm happy to stand there and look fear dead in the eye and say, get the freak out of here.
Right. And that's awesome. And folks, there's an old saying, that which, doesn't kill us serves to make us stronger. There is truth in that. Okay. I also say, if you knew my ex-wife, that which doesn't kill us serves to make us a serial killer. But at the same point, it is one of those things.
That's that tarot with an attitude.
There you go. There you go. Good morning, Michael. Michael saying hey, good morning. Laughter is truly the best medicine. It is. And folks, fear is the mind killer. It will actually, and I think that was actually out of the old movie Dune. If for all my science fiction buffs out there, fear is the mind killer. And it truly is. It keeps us from moving. It keeps us stationary. It keeps us moving on. And when I think y'all really need to understand that when Kathy says she doesn't fear anything anymore, enlightened and spiritual beings we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, an earthly experience. But that doesn't mean we don't have emotion. It doesn't mean we don't get sad. It doesn't mean we don't experience grief, hate, anger. We experience it. But the difference is these people are learning to not let it dominate their life. They Absolutely. Don't let it change their inner core, their inner being. Okay? I can be angry at certain things, but then walk on and go, you know what? I will send all the loving, healing energy I have that way, and hopefully things will fix itself. Because I got news for you, folks. Everything is not within our control. There are other forces at work here and moving around and trying to do things. And that's okay. That's what's supposed to be. And we are here to learn how we overcome it and how we deal with it. Because things are going to happen. If you go by the tarot, if you go by any other thing, life changes. There's always change. If you're having a great time, I guarantee you ahead of you is a pain in the ass time.
Therein comes that old saying, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, baby.
That's it.
So I got a big pitcher of lemonade going on right here, and I'm enjoying every drop.
And you know what? When you've got a huge pitcher of lemonade, as Kathy puts it, and you are moving on with your life, when the pain in the ass times hit, they don't seem to hit as hard. We feel them. We feel our losses with our family, with our friends. We cry. All right. We know it. But we also don't have the same baggage that other people do that carry it around. We're able to say goodbye.
Yeah, we don't dwell in it. No, you can't dwell in it. You're absolutely.
That's it. So in the process of healing, the other thing that hit me today, one of my artists that I listen to a lot, especially in the morning on the way here, things like that, is an artist called Enigma. It's a lot of new age electronic music. It just has a good frequency to it. But he had a song, and it struck me, called "The Age of Loneliness," and that really struck me today. That with all of our knowledge, all of our technology, all of our power, it does seem like we are in the age of people. All we hear all the time is how lonely people are. How depression is running rampant, how things are down. And folks, this is a new age. There are new things, and there are people waking up, and there are abilities. There are things. The depression is a very real thing. It is solid. It is there. It can mess with your mind, okay? But it can slip in under the door. It's not just going to walk in and go, "Hi, I'm depression. Sit your ass down." It doesn't do that. It starts very slippery, starts when bad things are happening. And we start locking in on negative vibrations and negative thoughts. There we go. Kathy, such a beautiful cat. Love the torties. Okay.
Yeah, she's a tortie, all right. She's an angel. She is an angel. This little girl.
Glad it makes you happy. So with that, I wanted to ask too, how do people heal? What do you feel about today with everybody being lonely? And I want to get into some cards. I want to make sure that I'm not preaching and that we're talking cards, So everyone must find their joy, Rabbit. You're exactly right. You've got to find your joy. That's maybe one of your missions in life, is to find your joy. So what do you think, Kathy?
I think that when you realize that the universe created all of us in love, and we realize that you cannot help but be joyful, because once you're awakened to the love of the Creator, the love of the universe, the love within you, you just can't help but be a happy, joyful person. And it's like, I don't care what life throws at me. And I get some stuff, like you said, we all get our moments, and you have to just realize that it's an illusion. I believe that's
okay.
What it's an illusion of negativity, and it's trying to trick you into being sad and your circumstances, and it's like, joy is not your circumstances.
Very good. That's cool. And while everybody sat here, and I think while you were talking, they saw me shuffling the crap out of the cards. And while I was shuffling the crap out of the cards, I was asking, okay, we talked about what it takes to be happy, and then we talked about loneliness. I got the same card. Commit to happiness.
Oh my God.
There is a message here, folks. And I think when I'm waking up. Thank you. You don't have to hit me. Folks, the key to life that people need to hear is happiness. You have to commit to it. You have to say, I'm going to be happy, no matter, kind of like Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation. We're going to be the happiest family since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye, and he was freaking pissed and everything else. And I remember my dad, and my daughter will tell you, I did it. God damn it, I spent $90,000 to get us all here. You're going to have a good time. It takes commitment. It does take that commitment. No, I'm not crazy, and there's no caffeine in here, but I start my day, okay? And it's one of the things I've learned I have to do. How do you start your morning, Kathy? I mean, because we don't just jump out of bed and go, woo, I'm shitting sunshine and rainbows. There's a process involved. What's your process?
A process.
First of all, when you get out of bed, what's one of the first things you do?
I feed my babies. I feed my fur babies, and they make me laugh. They make me smile. Even it's the same routine every time. And I have an indoor-outdoor cat that comes in the morning. I feed him along with Snickers. I can't feed them together because Snickers is a thief. She's a thief, and she's my niece calls her a Pittsburgh Steeler because she steals everything. She
Okay.
can. And when she sees that she's getting fed, I have to put her in my bathroom with the door closed so she can let Poot alone and eat. And I watch that little hiney prance down the hall, and she knows she's getting her food. And I'm going to tell you what, I just laugh. It's the same thing every morning, but I have to laugh every single time.
But that
And it puts me in a good mood.
there's
It lifts
power.
my vibration.
You start your day with something you love.
Starts
Okay.
with love.
And,
Absolutely.
and that's where we need to be. So now, and Bridget, if you're there, I don't know if you're working. Bridget works so much. I'm grabbing my archangel deck. Okay. Let me see if I've got it where I can show everybody. We've used this one before. Bridget actually brought it up in one of my shows, but I've got the deck, and we're going to ask the angels today. All right, we know we need to commit to happiness. We know we need, that's going to help with healing and light. What do we need to do? Okay. What's the best way to commit to happiness? It sounds good on paper, but what is something everybody needs to learn to do? So good morning, Bruce. Bruce is my man. He is my travel agent. He takes care of my big ass whenever I am flying, boating, whatever we're doing. Y'all need to know Apollo Travel Orlando. If you ever need a travel agent, he is the reason you want to use a travel agent. When you're stuck somewhere, you want somebody like Bruce fighting for you. Sorry, that's my brother. I love him, and I will always support him in everything he does. So what we're going to talk about, though, is let's grab the angels, okay, and find out what's the next step. All right, we got to commit to happiness, but how do we do it? How do we do it? What do you think, Kathy? What does your intuition tell you? How do you commit to happiness?
Whew. Boy, you're laying them on me this morning, Rob.
Yeah, I'm making you think.
But yeah, I am thinking, and I just don't, how do you commit to happiness? You have to, it's just like, how do you commit to exercise?
Yeah.
How do you commit to anything? You have to put the one foot forward and say, I'm going to do it. And then you have to follow through. And then once the initial commitment, it's same with meditating, same with praying, same with as far as what you eat in your body. You have to begin, you have to take baby steps. And then you take that baby step, a bigger step, and you have to follow, and you have to practice, and you have to do it on a daily basis. And if you're not careful, you might miss a day of working out. Then one day turns into 2 days. And the next thing, you stopped working out. What happened? That's how you have to commit to happiness.
And that you are exactly right. So I pulled a card, and what the angels are trying to tell us now, this I'm going to show it up right first, but it came up reversed. So folks, reverse cards to me means this is personal. This is inside. This is for each of us to know inside. Don't rely on it from out here. This is a direct message to each one of us. And it was 9 of Ariel. Okay, Ariel the angel. And I will tell you, see how she is galloping. We have a butterfly, or is that we have rainbows. There's very airy sign here at the same time, but she is moving forward, okay, on her unicorn, okay. And what it says, the card actually says, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Folks, that's the commitment. And it was upside down. 9 means things are going to come to completion. You have to believe that you are able to manifest your dreams, your happiness, that you have the ability to, I just got goosebumps, to bring the riches from heaven, riches from other dimensions, the riches from the universe. You don't have to wait to transcend. We can grab them now. They are at our available hand reach now, but we all have to believe it. And just like Kathy said, you have to commit to it. Okay. It is a committed practice. It is hard. There are times, I mean, my youngest is a dedicated athlete. Okay. And there are days he does not want to go to the gym. Okay. But he's dedicated to, he knows how he feels after he goes to the gym and what it brings into his day. And Kathy, you said the right thing too about that. One of the things he talked about is by going to the gym, it keeps all of his other habits in a more positive attitude throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It's that, we all get in that, well, once I slip, I slip. I might as well just live through the day and I'll just enjoy the rest of the day. Don't enjoy the rest of the day that way if it's not the way you want to live it. Okay. To be happy, you have to want it. The great I am human, be alive. That very, very powerful statements there. Yes, it is. And, these are things we need to learn. Kathy, did you have something too that you wanted to share?
About?
Anything that was on your mind this morning. And I'm not putting, if it's like, nope, the answer is no. It's okay. I just know I've been babbling a lot like I do.
I just want to share that I'm going right along with you. You have to believe it to receive it. You have to believe it to receive it. And, you talk about different artists and different songs. And the one that sticks with me since I heard it, and I knew something was coming in my life 2 years ago. I knew something was coming. I was spiritually awakened to like, there's more to me. I'm here for a purpose and I'm looking for it. And what is it? And I would listen and I would always have inspirational music while I'm working in the hot 95-degree weather, busting my tuchus out in, but at 66 or 65 then. And it's a Danny Goki song. And it's called You Just Haven't Seen It Yet. It's like the brightest sunrise waiting on the other side of the darkest night. Don't ever lose hope. Hold on and believe. Maybe you just haven't seen it. You just haven't seen it yet. You're closer than you think you are. Only moments from the break of dawn. All the promises are just up ahead. Maybe you just haven't seen it. You just haven't seen it yet. It's a motivational, and now I've got goosebumps for that, and it's making me tear up because I didn't know about this and what I was going to be doing 2 years ago, but I believed it even though I didn't see it. Good things are coming, y'all, even when you can't see.
That they are. And you know what, Kathy? It just don't. Jay will be laughing. He's like, she's going to make him cry. He loves it when I cry. April does. Jay just makes fun of me all day long. Anyways, one of the things that you and I met was in our first message was things are coming your way.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. I do.
That was powerful. That was really powerful. Gabrielle, yes, you had asked the question, what is your spirit guides trying to tell you? Might be some irony there because I had clicked off of it, but let's go back in and make sure. Some of that may have been intended for you, Gabrielle, but let's just ask the question. What is Gabrielle's spirit guide? Is there a message? There's always a message. But what does Gabrielle need to listen to? What is the message for Gabrielle? So let's start here. All right, here we go. Ace, or no, it was Ariel. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Here's why I'm getting tongue-tied, folks. This is the angel Gabrielle. Okay. And I'm talking to Gabrielle, and we had Ariel. So there's just a crap load of L's going on in this reading for you, lady. So here's what the card is. The Ace, new beginnings, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. You are to start looking. You have an idea. You're getting confused between whether you have a dream or a goal. And you don't know if the dream is real or is it there's something you're supposed to do. Now is the time. This is passion. This is moving on. This is goals, dreams. This is fire. Okay. I want you to listen that the angel Gabrielle is saying, okay, there are things coming for you, and it is time to make a move. There's something you're debating about doing. New beginnings are starting. Now is the time. Be open, be ready. Listen to the messages. So let's see where that goes for me. Good morning. Hey, my lovely wife was able to join today. It is a Saturday.
Hey, Gillian.
Gillian is in the house, and thanks for that, Kathy with the K. There she go. My wife loves some Kathy with the K too. So that's it. So there we go. Accentuate the positive. Even the asleep have redeeming qualities. Show them their good qualities without pointing out the negative. Ignore something long enough, it will leave. If you keep poking on the positive will rule, okay? But folks, the negative is very powerful. It's kind of like that old thing, when you lay down with the dog, you come up with fleas. And I look at the negative as being the fleas, okay? Your dog could be, or your cat could be just as clean, just as you have pristine cats, and you get the one wrong cat in there that's carrying the flea, and that one negative thing can infect the whole batch, okay? And it cause you a problem. Folks, if you ever noticed, when what I call my negative Nellies, my energy vampires, they walk into the room, okay? And immediately you feel the energy level, because they're always like, Eeyore, oh no, oh, life's okay. It's never fantastic. Nothing's ever good. How are you? And you brace yourself for the answer. That person is sucking the life out of you, and it is time to say, hi, how you doing? And stop asking them how the hell they are, because they're thriving. They are thriving on your energy. They are thriving on pouring their negative crap onto you. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean you don't care about them. But you have to put your shield up, and you have to be protected. So this is one of those things that where I don't even know how I got started on that, but it came out. So blame them. Don't blame me. Hey, Scott, what's going on, everyone? Eeyore here. Bridget is my Leo.
No.
She's not, but she's been through a lot. And folks, some of this, what we're talking about, and Bridget will tell you herself, it's conditioned training because of the crap we've been through in our life. And it's hard to overcome that. It's very hard to overcome, especially when it was trauma-based. Okay. When you don't trust anybody anymore, different things like that. When you're like guarded about getting your hopes up about anything, different things. Oh, bother. There we go. Yes. All right. So let's get back on any more questions we got or whatnot. But so again, that commitment to happiness, it becomes easy. And you know what? A commitment to negativity is even easier. When you stay down, Kathy, don't you find a lot of times when you're down, it's harder to get back up than it is to just stay down?
I know when I was down, because I haven't been down in a long time, and that's really good. Okay, I haven't, because I'm practicing that happiness. I'm practicing the love. I want to elevate my frequency, my vibrational frequency. But I do remember, we have memories for a reason. I remember the dark days. I remember the days when I wished and I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't bring myself to, because for whatever reason, thank God I didn't. But it was like I just drank myself into an alcohol fog to where I would drink so much that I'd fall asleep. And that was bliss. That was fake bliss. And then I'd wake up and I'd look at that bottle and I'd drink it some more. And I remember those days. And yeah, it was hard to get out of that. It really was.
Yeah.
But I did, and I didn't do it by myself.
Being down, it can be a very comfortable place, because now we've got built-in excuses not to do things. We've got
Yeah.
built-in excuses. And when you're down, and here's one of the things, a lot of us inadvertently feed people's negative energy because when they come to work, we're like, they get a hug. We pat them on the shoulder. They get all these feelings of compassion that you and I don't get when we walk in and somebody says, how you doing? If I was any better today, I'd be twins. Okay. It's one of those things where they're not like, okay, he's already encouraged. Let's move on, So
I'm going to tell you, Rob, that I go to work and, some people don't want to ask me how I'm doing anymore because I'm like, I'm having the best day of my entire life. Things couldn't be better. How's it going with you? And they're like, okay.
Yeah. And all of a sudden we become the freaks. Why is that? It's the age of loneliness. It gets back to that. There's supposed to be something wrong. Everything's going wrong. Human, you said trust is earned. Now, y'all, please, and please understand, I want to give you a different way to look at that. Okay? I don't look at trust as earned. I will trust you. I will go off my intuition and my vibration is how much I trust you, but I want to trust people. I want to believe that the majority of people want to do the right thing. Okay? But what I will not do is once my trust is burned, then I learn to, okay, this person's on a different wavelength from me. Because once I say you have to earn my trust, I want you to kind of say that, everybody, and then feel your energy drop. Okay? You will actually say, I don't trust you until you earn my trust. You will feel your gut. You will feel things drop because it's not actually the right thing. It's what we have been taught and really manipulated with. I have to trust people. Okay? There are things I have to do. And guess what? If you burn me, the first time is on me. All right? Now, the next time it's on you. Okay? The first time it's on you, the next time it's on me. I always get that backwards. Okay? But I challenge you to open up and listen because trust in this world is key. All right? Trust is absolutely, it's part of gratitude. It's part of being alive. It's part of loving your fellow man. All right? Bangarang. Here we go. Bangarang. So let's go with that. And let's ask about the trust thing. What do we need to know? I'm just going to put it out there. So there's no right or wrong or anything. What do we need to know about trust and trusting other people? Period. And this very well could tell me I'm wrong as hell. And it's okay. My ex-wife did it all the time. So now, Knight of Raphael, and he's moving in. Knights are movement. You have to move forward. Knights are focused. They stay focused. Trust is a mental game. Trust is a logical, conscious decision you make. Okay? And what does this say? Okay, the card is green, and then on the screen it looked blue. Committed romantic relationships. Being swept off your feet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Wow. So what I'm getting on this in trust is where a lot of us don't trust anymore is because somebody very close to us let us down. That's what I'm getting. But trust is learning to move on. Not everybody's going to let you down. Trust is knowing that life is out there. I will leave this person behind. See how this person's hauling ass? To me, whenever they are horses are always movement. They're always moving. Don't get so focused on your past that you forget about the future. Okay? That's what's going on here, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. People hurt us. You're going to be hurt. And unfortunately, we're meant to experience that. Okay? And that's one of the lessons we learned is how because I hurt my first wife. Should she have never trusted a man again? I hope not. I want her to, and she did. She found this great guy, Bernie. I love him to death. We all get along. Everything's fine. I want her happiness as well. But I violated her trust. I take my ownership of that problem. Okay? However, life is meant to be lived. Things hurt. We move forward. Be careful about holding that in, because now you're holding a negative vibration. I tell people that I'm so good. Any better, I'd rather be a sin. Always brings a smile. There you go. Not quite sure if I was any better, I'd be a sin. I think I get where you're going with that, and that's pretty good. What do I need to know about helping my ex? Wow. Okay. Woo, that's a big one. All right. Helping my ex. Let's get back into, let's go here. Intuition. Trying to figure out, okay, I'm not even going to ask you to get closer on that, but how do you help your ex? Sometimes is remembering they have to help themselves. This is really coming strong to me, and I don't know if it's just my addictions past. We can't help everybody. We can support them. We can give them our love. We can give them our energy. But sometimes they got to find that shit for themselves. And they got to find their own bottom, okay, before anything else can happen. So that, I don't know why that came to me, but I'm getting a good rub on my back that I'm right. So here we go. Boom. The wheel. All right. And inside, it was upside down. So the wheel is all about what we were talking about before. Things get bad, things get good. Be supportive. He's got to find his own happiness. The ex has got to, he or she, I don't mean to be presumptive, they have to, they're going to have to learn life is good and life is bad. Things happen. All right. And the advice here is new beginnings, end of delays. If he's your ex, maybe you should not, maybe you're wasting too much time. A change in direction that offers happiness. All right. That's what's on the card. Okay. So this is actually the Archangel I screwed this angel's name up. Jeremiel. That's the Archangel Jeremiel, but it is the wheel. Things change. And guess what? When things change, sometimes it's time to move on. So don't make his problems your problems. Okay. That's what I got very strongly out of this, is by helping, you can send him love, healing, be there if he asks for advice. But if he's constantly asking the same advice, you have your own life to live and you need to live it. Exactly too many times. So I'm careful now. So again, the trauma, human, that's trauma-based thinking, and it's understood. Now my clinical side drags in. That can be a form of PTSD, folks, not trusting anybody. Okay? Because we've just been hit too hard, too many times. So give up your future by dwelling on the past, letting go. Yeah, don't forget, you got a beautiful future ahead of you. Kathy, what does your future look like?
It is so bright, I got to wear sunglasses, baby.
There we go.
I'm telling you, I don't know if I can take it. It's coming. It's coming just at the right speed, I'm thinking, but I just believe that my future is about to be so exciting and so rewarding and so loving and so caring that that all my goodness is going to spill over to everyone else.
That's awesome. And you know what? It can. Even the Bible tells us, if you want to go there, and some of y'all know my past, some of you don't. I pray to the same God everybody else prays to, but I also believe in the Divine Mother. I believe in the earth. I believe in the universe. I believe those angels that are with me and my spirit guides. But even the Bible says at one point, through my faith, you shall be healed. And Kathy, that's what you're actually saying, is my happiness will bubble over. And sometimes, folks, we need to be happy for other people. If they catch it, they catch it. If they don't,
they don't.
It's on them. It's not on you. You be you and you be happy.
Could I say something about Audra that you just put up
please
there?
Go right ahead.
Hey, Audra, how you doing? You have to fight the negativity battle every day. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting the battle. You've already won. Okay? Let him go. Let him do it. And you take care of yourself. Eventually, when you start believing this, and and I know it's easier said than done, trust me, but just as we were talking about practicing and exercising and believing, your grandson is going to be just fine. Take care of yourself, love him where he's at, and move forward, girl.
The way you're going to do it, I was pulling that, Kathy. You couldn't have hit it any better. You have to make sure the card came upside down, so I'm going to play it. It's vibration. 14, 1 and 4. Okay. 1 is new beginnings. 4 is establishing a good base, but you got to do it within yourself. The 1 and 4 together, okay, come to a 5. Creative, find different ways, be thinking, looking, understand there's some instability and conflict at play. And the way you're going to heal yourself is kind of just what Kathy was saying. You have to keep your vibrational energy at such a high level that he will choose not to bring negativity into your world. You don't have to. I love all of my family. I loved my father. Okay. God rest his soul. All right. But didn't want to be around him. Didn't want anything to do with him. Okay. Because he got cantankerous, he got mean, and it just became his inner thing. But you know what? Once I realized this was his battle, we put black tourmaline around the house to keep him away. Okay. And we would watch him stumble up to the door and then turn around and walk away. All right. To repel negative energy. The vibrational energy, you keep your vibrational energy to a peak. You will see a change. Don't think he's mad at you. Okay. But folks, if you want to keep negative people away, stay in a high vibe. Don't bow your vibe to be in their presence. They need to learn to accept you, not us needing to learn to accept them. Okay. So that's going to be a big help. Kathy, I think you hit that dead on with Audra. Audra, God love you. It's hard when people we are completely locked in love with, we're on different planes and different outs and different dimensions. It's hard. You help them by not letting them poo on you. Very delicately put. There you go. Love from a distance. Continue. Where are we at? My computer screen just jumped all over the place. Continue moving with consistency. My almost teen daughter has ADHD and has been having behavioral issues. I'm trying to use love to guide her, but I get triggered trying to teach her feeling light versus heavy. Am I helping? All right. This, again, Lisa, where I talk to people about is once you ask a yes or no question, that becomes a focus on you. Okay. You're there. And sometimes I guarantee you, if you're coming at it from the right way, you are. I don't even have to look through the cards. Lisa, you are. Okay. There are things, though, if it's true ADHD and it's clinically ADHD, we cannot ignore the science behind it. Make sure you are talking to a doctor. Some people do, in fact, I'm going to piss a lot of people off here. Some people do need medication because you are scientifically and chemically out of balance. Let me explain ADHD a little bit. And they're much smaller than this, but there are transmitters and filters and that move in between these two things, okay? And I'm trying not to get all technical, so I'm going to be very, very layman-esque, okay? But what happens is, now see how my hands are like this? A normal person's will be completely closed. So everything that comes in gets filtered. Everything that comes this way gets completely filtered, all right? But with somebody with ADHD, what happens is one of the filters gets turned, I'm trying to get on the camera, okay, in the opposite way, all right? So shit's flying by. They cannot scientifically and actually physically filter out certain data and material that comes their way. So it takes medication to get them both focused in the same way. Some people have it where they're focused the same way, but their hand is open a little bit. So little bits are going. That's the reason you will have ADD. That's the reason you have ADHD. Different triggers for different people. They are as individualized as everybody in this room, everybody that's watching this video. Make sure you are checking. If you don't like the answer, and I will tell you this, whether you like the answer or not, you get 2 and 3 opinions. Okay? Make sure they're all agreeing if medication is needed. Sometimes, folks, medication is needed. It just is. It's the way it is. Not all medication is evil.
Lisa, God gave us medication. God gave us doctors and the like to and the knowledge. So yeah, I mean,
anytime you bring light into a situation and you're trying to show somebody a different way to look and feel, you are helping. You're teaching your daughter how to deal with this, and it is a trigger. My love and out to you. We can send all the loving energy we want, but sometimes the caretakers need more attention at sometimes than the people that are having the problem. Okay. I understand that. Lisa, love, energy, and light out to you. What does Lisa need to know about healing herself with trying to deal with this? Because it's a constant. It's a constant. I feel your pain. One of my boys had ADD. He was not ADHD, but he was ADD. But it was a fight. At one point in high school, I actually gave my son the choice to quit school. And we would get him a GED, and we would take him to any technical school he wanted to do. Because school for him was, now I'm going to cry remembering this. School for him was a fight. And I remember standing at the end of my driveway with this 6'2" big ass kid. And if you ask most 16, 17-year-old boys, you give them that opportunity, they're going to jump all over it. Here's where your teachings are going to come into play, Lisa. That boy looked me in the face and he said, I want my diploma. I will finish this school. We took him to adult ed in the evening for a semester so he could get caught up. And that boy, I have an archaeologist for a son. I have a gamer athlete for a son who's in the Air Force. My daughter on here is a project lead with CenturyLink. This boy works for Publix and has worked for Publix for 16 years. He's got more in retirement than I will ever think of having. But he had that fortitude to say, I will walk across that stage and I will ever be proud of him. And you know where he got that from? He got that from us, teaching that never say die attitude. You, Lisa, you're helping. You're always helping. And you better remember, you take some time for yourself and wrap yourself in some love and some light, because the battle is real and the battle is hard, especially when it's somebody you care dearly about. Sorry, folks, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent, but once we got into that, wow, okay, time out. And we're on 9:58. If we run over a little bit, so be it. That's what's going to happen. Sorry. Okay, Kathy, take it away for a minute. I got to drink my coffee.
Take it away. I don't know where I have a 19-year-old who had ADHD, and he didn't make the choice to go across. He still hasn't gotten his GED, but he's I mean, there's everybody at different journeys, and I can't, and you can't, and no one can. You can't live their life for them. You can only, it's just like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And their journey is their own journey. And you can't be responsible for their journey, especially if you've done everything you possibly can. You got to put it in God's hands.
Absolutely. Well put, spoken, well said. I'm trying to find out where I left off here. They will love you and come back and thank you. It's been 3 generations for me, my dad, my grandparents, and it's worked for all of us. Although Many Fluck Ups. I like that. Thank you. Maybe I should start using Fluck Up and keep YouTube and everybody else off my back. But it's all about that love. It is about the love. I don't accept anything not based in love. Excellent. Audra, much love to you, sweetie. I mean, much love, much love. Mimi and Leangie Lee. Folks, here's one of the things. If you're in Facebook, a lot of times you can't see what other people are posting from the YouTube channels. Leangie Lee is actually my wife using her other login. So she's watching on Facebook and YouTube so she could see both posts. Okay. So that's a little trick. You can be logged into two at the same time. Okay. They will. So let's figure out where I left off. Mimi, gutsy, lovely one. Tough, Lisa. Breathe 1 million times a day if you have to, and bring in your source of light. That's what worked for me so far with my grandchildren. Thank you. We are trying to find the right meds for her with the neurologist. Boom. And don't be afraid of it. Okay. He was on meds we tried the meds for about a year, and we had to step away from it. That was one of the reasons I gave him the options. Okay. It works. Make sure you're getting the right dosage now. But now he's 35 now. Okay. So we're talking years ago when they just wanted to put everybody on dope as much as they could. So we are all moving along. Seek out natural paths. Maybe there are some things we can, you can look at for healing. Natural paths. Yeah. Make sure, get clear, know what it is. Understand exactly what's going on with your daughter. Understand if your child or a family member has a disease, you know it. If you want to be a part of it, study, get in it and understand every bit of it. So when you're talking to a doctor, you know exactly what they're saying. Because a lot of doctors will talk down to you and presume you are ignorant. Don't be ignorant, okay? Get clear, and you stay clear, and you have to keep a clear mind to be able to help her. Ming Ming D-Cat. Hi, I'm 50, wondering if I'm on the right path to my awakening. Thanks. Okay, Ming Ming, we are at 10:02. Folks, I'm going to have to take this as the last question, and then we'll get things going. Kathy, do you have an answer for Ming Ming? What's your gut telling you?
Without looking at any cards.
Yeah.
And, well, you're here. That's for one thing. Ming Ming, you're here. You want to know the truth, I believe. You're searching, as long as you're searching for the truth, and your truth will always, it comes to you. You know instinctively if it's right or wrong. We all know. You're here. You are on the right path. That's what I'm like. Yeah, you're on the right path. You just keep searching for the truth. You keep on going, live your life in love, and boom. That's my answer.
Okay, and what I did was I actually went into the chakra cards, okay? And I for some reason, I don't know why I was drawn there. There's the tree of life. One of the things, Ming Ming, I tell people is whenever you ask a question, it's yes or no. A lot of times that answer is within yourself, okay? You don't have to look any further.
Go.
Are you on the right path? And what I got here is guidance, okay? You have to be still at some point in your day and in your evening to listen, okay? I think you are. Don't let the world tell you you're not, okay? The guidance here is listening to that inner light. I could tell you you are or you aren't, but only you have to come to peace with it. If you're not balanced, if you have a thing of I'm not on the right path, listen to your guides, listen to God, listen to the angels, listen to the mother, listen to the earth, listen to the universe. They will tell you if you are or not. When you're on the right path, you are comfortable with it. So there are things in your life that are trying to guide you, but make sure those things are from the spiritual realm and not some big fat guy sitting behind a camera telling you, here's what you need to do, okay? I'm going to tell you, listen to your heart. My path is not your path, Ming Ming. Your path is not Kathy's path. Only you will know when you are truly on your path. All right. And now, so we're going to ask this. I'm going to go on there. Okay. get the rest of these here. How does Ming Ming know? What does she need to do to hear the guidance? That's what I'm going to ask. And we'll end with this, okay? Ming Ming, what you need to know, there are alternatives. The card is 40, okay? There are things you're trying to guess, but you're trying to figure out the real world versus the spiritual world. There are alternatives. Everything is not solid in black and white. Everything is to be reasoned. If you notice, our fairies here are our little angelettes or cupids or whatever there's another word for them in my 59-year-old brain. Just I can see the word, but I can't say it. All right. They're childlike. Children believe in things that we don't believe in. And guess what? A lot of times we adults trying to do the right thing beat the good out of our children. You know, there are things out there that are here to help you. Don't let somebody tell you they're not. That would be my advice to you. When you're looking at this path, remember, there are alternatives to look at that will lead you and guide you on your path. And your path is always developing. So I hope that helps everybody. We got a few here. My brother did that and he makes $90K a year now. Could you read mine, please? Audra, I can't go without reading a card. Let's do a quick card for Audra. I know I'm supposed to be getting off here. Kathy, bear with me. My wife's always about, don't give away throw the baby out with the bathwater. While I'm doing this, I do need y'all to remember, please go to www.tarotwithanattitude.com. Book a session because there's so much more that comes when I can spend 15 minutes, half hour with you. We can go way deeper than what I can do flipping one card and trying to give you a piece here. Okay. tarotwithanattitude.com. You got questions? If I can answer a brief question for you, shoot it through there. Okay. If it's going to go into more detail, you need to book a session. Got a lot going on, folks, between this and HempWorks. And then I actually do therapy with people in the evenings with adults and children. So my plate's kind of full. So I help as much as I can. All right. But Nina Michael. All right. Your worry is unnecessary. Audra, listen to me. Your worry is unnecessary. This is what's written right on the card. Okay. Focus thoughts on the outcome you desire.
There you go.
Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I'm not even going to interpret that anymore. You have people visiting with you. 9 is things are coming to completion, and it's Michael. All right. This is the Archangel Michael. Michael is with you. You focus on the outcome, sweetie. Things are good. Release your worry, and you have angels. What this just told us, Audra, we just confirmed you have angels in your presence to help you. Cast your worries and cares on them. Let them help you. Okay? Find that break, especially that breather at night when you don't know what to do. And it just hit me real hard and you're trying to get some sleep, but all you do is worry. Let them take it. They got your back. Okay? With that being said, folks, I'm sorry I didn't get to all the rest of the comments. We are going to remember when you get off this show, bangarang. Just sit here and freaking bangarang yourself until you're like laughing at yourself. It will make you feel good. Okay? We are working on a new world, folks, for ourselves, but that new world begins within us. That new world begins here. Stop worrying about the outside world. Make your world come to light for you. Let the radiance and start here. Then you can deal with everything else. Okay? So with that being said, Kathy, thank you so much for being on the show today.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
God, you have no idea how much I love you from my heart and just your energy and your spirit and how much you have helped me.
Oh, Rob, you've done incredible and helped me in so many ways that I can't thank you enough.
You,
And your lovely wife Gillian has helped. I haven't met her yet. I don't even know what she looks like, but I that's is how I know that we are not physical beings. We're spiritual beings. We have connections, even though we haven't met in the physical realm.
absolutely. And I keep y'all help me push Gillian, okay? And that link she posted in the chat is probably a hot link. I don't know if it on Facebook if it is or not. But you can actually just click right there and go to my site. Don't forget to check out Kathy with the K, and go to her YouTube channel. I'm pushing for her to come on a show with me, Gillian. Okay, she reads runes and
Great.
she's got her own insight. We enjoy doing readings together because she will pick up one thing, I will pick up another, and then we merge them and come up with a whole third meaning. So it is I love what she does and everything else. Thank you, Rob and Kathy. Thank you, Scott. Leanne Julie, Bangarang, you're all my sunshine. There we go. And here's what I need, folks. Take what you want, leave what you don't, okay? But please leave here knowing you have been in the presence of peace, love, and light. And have a Bangarang day. Paddle on.